Om Shanti. Good morning. We listen to Baba's Murli for December 6th, 24. The essence is, sweet children, you are now at the most auspicious confluence age. Whilst remaining here, you have to remember the new world and make your souls pure. So right now we are at the most auspicious confluence age. So while remaining here, you have to remember the new world and make your souls pure. Question: what understanding has the Father given you that has opened the locks on your intellects? What understanding has the Father given you that has opened the locks on your intellect? Answer: the Father has given you such understanding of this eternal drama that the Godrej locks that had locked your intellects have become unlocked. Your intellects have been changed from stone and made divine. The Father has given you the understanding that each of you actors in this drama has your own eternal part to play. To whatever extent each of you studied in the previous cycle, you will do so now. You will make effort to claim your inheritance. This knowledge of eternal drama is so unique, but also at the same time very deep. When I understand that this drama is eternal, each one of us is playing a part in this drama. Each one of our souls have a unique part in this drama. No one's part is the same. No two souls play the same part. No two souls look the same or have exactly the same sanskars. This drama continues to repeat. This drama just keeps going on and on and on. Every second is different from the previous second. This drama is of the play of happiness and sorrow. How we souls came down in happiness first, and then by getting influenced by Ravan or vices, we slipped into sorrow. And now, when we are at the peak of sorrow, we are calling out to God that please come, liberate me from this sorrow. And God comes and liberates us from this sorrow. This is the drama. So Baba says that once Baba gives us this knowledge of the drama, it's very liberating. The locks on the intellect opens because we get answers to many, many questions by understanding drama. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and teaches you spiritual children. From the moment he becomes our father, he also becomes our teacher, and he also gives us teachings in the form of the Satguru. You children know that since he is the father, the teacher, and the Satguru, he wouldn't be a small child. He is the highest and the greatest of all. So usually, people in the world think that a small child is like a guru or is very pure. But Baba says that God is not like a small child because he's the father, teacher, and Satguru. If God were to incarnate or use the body of a small child to speak this knowledge, do you think people would understand, or people would even have the regard for a small child. They would be like, oh, what is this little kid talking about? That's why God has to choose a very, very experienced medium. So the Father knows that all of you are His children. According to the drama plan, you called out to Him to come and take you to the pure world. But you did not understand anything. You now understand that the golden age is called a pure world and that iron age is called an impure world. You also say, come and liberate us from Ravan's jail. Liberate us from all our sorrows and take us back to our land of peace and our land of happiness. Both names are very good, liberation and liberation in life, or the land of peace and the land of happiness. The intellects of no one but you children know where the land of peace is or where the land of happiness is. People are totally senseless. It's only now that we know. Land of peace is our home up there, and land of happiness is golden age. Your aim and objective is to become sensible. Those who are senseless have the aim and objective of becoming as sensible as Lakshmi and Narayan. You have to teach everyone that the aim and what the aim and objective here is. Teach everyone what the aim and objective here is. It is to become deities from human beings. This is a world of human beings, and that is a world of deities. It's not that it's a completely different world up there. It's not coexisting. It's just that now this world is of human beings where everyone's intellect is governed by the vices. And the world that will come, the golden age, is the world of deities. The golden age is a world of deities, and so the iron age would surely be a world of human beings. Since we now have to become deities from human beings, we must surely be at the most elevated confluence age. Those are deities and these are human beings. Deities are sensible. The Father made them sensible. Deities are sensible because they have understood this knowledge in their previous birth. They have imbibed this knowledge. They have created their sanskars based on this knowledge. So the deities are sensible. He is the master of the world. Even though he never becomes the master of that world, there is the praise. God is called the master of the world. Trilokinath, he's the master of the three worlds. But Baba says that I don't go to the golden age, but still my praise is there because he creates that world. So the unlimited Father is the one who gives unlimited happiness. There's unlimited happiness in the new world, and there is unlimited sorrow in the old world. The picture of those deities is in front of you. There's praise of them. Nowadays, even the five elements are worshipped. The Father explains that you are now at the most elevated confluence age. Each of you also understands number-wise, according to your efforts, that you have one foot in heaven and the other foot in hell. That means we are just about to go to heaven. And also, what it means that when you have one foot, say, out of the door and one foot inside the door, with one little push, you can either go that side or you can go this side. Right? So, having one foot in heaven, one foot in hell, we have to be very cautious that Maya doesn't push me inside, that I fall into hell again. So, my one foot outside, right? I have to go to heaven. So it's like, although you are living here, your intellects are in the new world. That's like the foot. So even though physically we are here, but our intellects are in the new world. Therefore, you have to remember the one who sends you to the new world. Only by having remembrance of the Father will you become pure. Shiv Baba sits here and explains this. They certainly celebrate the birthday of Shiv, but they don't know when he came or what he did when he came. They celebrate the night of Shiv and they also celebrate the birth of Sri Krishna. They don't use the same words for Shiv Baba as they do for Sri Krishna. Although they say Shivratri, they don't understand the meaning of that. Why does Shiv come in the night, Ratri? Why is it called Shivratri? Because God comes when there is complete darkness in the world. The meaning has been explained to you, children. There's unlimited sorrow at the end of the Iron Age, and there's unlimited happiness in the Golden Age. You children have now received this knowledge, and you know the beginning, middle, and the end of the cycle. Those who studied this a cycle ago will study it now. Because if the cycle continues to turn and continues to repeat, that means that we definitely have the sanskars of this knowledge. And only those souls who have the sanskars of this knowledge will understand this knowledge. They will study again. Whatever effort they made then, they will start to do the same again and claim a status accordingly. The whole cycle is in your intellects. You are the ones who receive the highest status and who then come down accordingly. The Father has explained that the soul of every human being, everyone in the rosary, comes down number wise. Each actor receives his own part to play, whatever part each one plays at each moment. The Father sits here and explains the drama which is eternally created. What is the meaning of eternally created? That means this drama doesn't end, it just continues. It's eternal, it just keeps on continuing. You now have to explain to your brothers what the Father explains to you. It is in your intellects that the Father comes and explains to us every 5,000 years, and that we then have to explain this to our brother souls, to all the other souls. The Father says, you must now consider yourselves to be bodiless souls. Souls have to remember their Father in order to become pure. When souls become pure, they receive pure bodies. When a soul is impure, his jewelry, that is the body, is also impure. The other day, Baba said that the alloy is mixed in the gold and then the jewelry is made. So that means that when the soul has the alloy of the vices, then the body that we receive is also mixed. It's also mixed with the alloy automatically. Everyone is number wise. The features and activity of one cannot be the same as another. Each one plays his own number wise part. There cannot be the slightest change. In a drama, you would see the same scene tomorrow that you saw yesterday. The same things will be repeated. This is an unlimited drama of yesterday and today. It was explained to you yesterday how you claimed a kingdom and how you then lost that kingdom. Today, you now understand this knowledge in order to claim a kingdom. So when Baba's talking about yesterday and today, he's not talking about just yesterday, but he's talking about the previous cycle being yesterday and today. So that means what Baba is saying here is that drama is repeating. I explained the same knowledge to you last cycle. You studied, you understood it, huh? You claimed your inheritance, and now you're studying the same knowledge again in this cycle. So today, Bharat is the old hell, and tomorrow it will be new heaven. Your intellects know that you are now about to go to the new world. You are becoming elevated by following Srimad. Elevated ones would definitely live in an elevated world. Lakshmi and Narayan were elevated, and so they lived in elevated heaven. Those who are corrupt live in hell. You now understand the significance of this. Only when you understand this unlimited drama very clearly will it then sit in your intellects. So we have to understand that the more purity we have, the more virtues we have, we will be transferred to elevated health. The more I operate from my elevated consciousness, my elevated awareness, I will automatically be transferred to elevated heaven. But the more I operate from low consciousness, consciousness of the vices, then I am living in hell. So Baba says they celebrate the night of Shiv, but they know nothing about it. Therefore, you children have to be refreshed, and you then have to refresh others. You are now given this knowledge, and you then receive salvation. The Father says, I do not enter heaven. My part is to change this world from impure to pure. Baba says, I don't enter heaven. There you have limitless treasures, whereas here you are bankrupt. This is why you call out to the Father to come and give you the unlimited inheritance. You receive the unlimited inheritance every cycle, and you then also become poverty stricken every cycle. When you use the pictures to explain, they will be able to understand. Lakshmi and Narayan, who were the foremost deities, became ordinary human beings while taking 84 births. You children have now received this knowledge. You know that the original eternal deity religion existed 5,000 years ago. That deity world was also called Vaikunth and paradise. You would not call Bharat by that name now. It is now the devil world. Bharat is now totally um, surrounded by the vices. It is now the confluence of the end of the devil world and the beginning of the deity world. That's why this confluence is really important, because it's the end of the devil world, end of all the negativity, and beginning of a pure world, the deity world. You children now understand these things. You cannot hear these things from the mouth of anyone else. The Father comes and uses the mouth of this one. People do not understand whose mouth he uses. Whom would the Father enter to ride? You souls ride in your own bodies. It's like the soul is the charioteer and the body is the chariot. So God, Shiv Baba, needs a body to speak this knowledge. So he uses the chariot of Brahma. So Shiv Baba doesn't have a chariot of his own. He definitely does need a mouth. Otherwise, how could he teach you Raj Yoga? He wouldn't teach you through inspiration. Therefore, note down all of these points in your hearts. All the knowledge that is sitting in God's intellect should also sit in your intellects. That means that I have to imbibe this knowledge to such an extent that it becomes like my second nature. That I don't have to think, Acha, what next? Oh, what is this? What is the drama? What did Baba say? It has to be just there. So just as this knowledge is in God's intellect, it has to be in our intellects. Your intellects have to imbibe this knowledge. There's a saying, your intellect is all right, is it not? An intellect is in each soul. It is souls that understand with their intellects. Who made your intellects into stone? You now understand what Ravan has turned your intellects into. Yesterday, you did not know about this drama. There were Godrej locks on your intellects. The word God is in that Godrej, and Godrej. So it's the Godrej. That means the lock which just locked our intellect that we could not recognize God. We became distant from God. The intellects that are given to you by the Father change into stone intellects. Then the Father comes again and opens the locks. In the golden age, everyone has a divine intellect. The Father comes now and benefits everyone. Everyone's intellect opens number wise. Souls continue to come down here one after another. No one can remain above. No one impure can be there. The Father purifies you and takes you back to the pure world. All the souls that reside there are pure. That is an incorporeal world. So, even to go back to the home, we have to become pure. It's the incorporeal world. No impure soul can be there. You children now understand everything, and so your home seems to be very close to you. You have a lot of love for your home. No one else has as much love for that home as you do. However, you are also number wise. Everyone remembers our home, the home of the souls, because we all seek for peace. Each and every soul wants peace. It's because we miss the peace of our home. We say home, sweet home, right? So our home is up above, the home of the souls. This physical home is home of the body. So true peace is in that home. So Baba says, you have a lot of love for your home. No one else has as much love for that home as you do because they don't even know. However, you are also number wise. Those who love the Father also love the home. There are also the specially loved children. You understand that those who make good effort and become specially loved children will claim a high status. It doesn't depend on whether you have an old body or a young one. It doesn't depend whether you have an old body or a young one. You can study this knowledge at any age. And that's why Baba says, right? This study, this Raj Yoga is so easy. It's not any Hatha Yoga or physical yoga where I can, if I am old, I can't sit right in that position, in the yoga position for such a long time. Or if I am, if my body is not flexible, if I have pain, I won't be able to do the Hatha Yoga. But this practice of Raj Yoga can be done anytime, anywhere, by anyone, irrespective of the body condition. So Baba says, those who are clever in this knowledge and yoga are seniors. So here seniority is not because of the age, but Baba is saying seniority is based on how much do I imbibe this knowledge? How clever am I in this knowledge? There are many young children who are clever in this knowledge and yoga, and so they teach the older ones. Otherwise, It is normally the rule for older ones to teach younger ones, right? Like in a school, the teacher is always older to the students, right? Otherwise, the students will not listen. If the teacher is younger than the students, they wouldn't listen to the teacher. But here, Baba says, of course, God being the supreme teacher is the highest on high, but also the instruments. Some instruments are younger than the students, but they listen to the instrument because this knowledge is very different. They understand that this instrument has more knowledge than we do. Huh? So Baba says, nowadays there are also midgets. In fact, all souls are midgets. Huh? Why Baba calls all souls as midgets? Because our intellects are like midgets, very small, very tiny. A soul is just a point. How could you weigh it? It is just a star. On hearing the word star, people look upwards. When you hear when you hear the word star, each of you looks at yourself. No, we have heard this many times. People say, right, when people leave the body, they become a star. So they look at the sky, looking at, oh, maybe this is my father, maybe this is my grandparent. They think they become a star. But Baba says it's not that they become a star after leaving the body, but we all are stars in this body. The soul is a star, a tiny point of light in this body. So you are the stars of the earth, whereas those are the stars of the sky. They are non living. Those physical stars are non living. You are living. So, again, a very nice self respect. I am a living star in this body. I am a living star of this earth. I am a living, sparkling star. So, those stars never change, whereas you stars take 84 births. You play such huge parts. Whilst playing your parts, your sparkle becomes dull. It's like the dust. So now we have to remove the dust on the star, on the soul. Your batteries become discharged. Then, when you souls have become completely dull, the Father comes and explains this knowledge to you in many different ways. The power that you souls had in you has all been used up. You now have to fill yourselves with power from the Father. You are now recharging your batteries. Maya creates many obstacles in this. She tries to stop you from recharging your batteries. You all are living batteries. You know that you will become Satopradhan by having yoga with the Father. You have now become Tamopradhan. There's such a huge contrast between that limited study and this unlimited study. All souls go up number wise. Then they come down at their own time to play their own parts. Each one has received his own imperishable part to play. How many times would you have played your parts of 84 birds? How many times did we play these parts? Unlimited times, right? Because the drama continues and continues and continues. It's eternal. How many times would your batteries have been charged and become discharged? Since you know that your batteries have become discharged, why do you take so long to recharge them? It is because Maya doesn't allow you to recharge your batteries. Maya makes you forget to recharge your batteries. She discharges, she discharges your batteries again and again. You try to remember the Father but are unable to do so. Maya will even discharge the batteries of those who have recharged their batteries and have come close to their Satupradhan stage. She has them make mistakes and quickly discharges their batteries. That means even souls who are so close to their Satupradhan stage, Maya discharges their batteries too. Maya is so powerful. This will continue to happen until the end. Then, at the end of the war, when everything is finished, each of you will claim a status according to how much your battery has been charged. All souls are children of the Father. The Father comes and inspires all of them to charge their batteries. This play that has been created is so wonderful. Although you try to have yoga with the Father, you move away from Him again and again, and so you lose so much. The battery just doesn't charge. You are inspired to make effort, not to move away. Every cycle you make effort, and then the drama comes to an end, and your parts also come to an end, number wise, according to the efforts you make. The rosary of you souls continues to be made. You children know that there is a rosary of Rudraksh and also a rosary of Vishnu, Rudra, rosary of Rudra, which is another name of Shiv Baba. So there's a rosary of Rudra, which is all the souls belong to that rosary. And there's rosary of Vishnu, where only the souls who come to golden age are a part of that rosary. So his rosary would be placed in the first number. The Father makes the world divine. Just as there is a rosary of Rudra, all souls, so there's also a rosary of Rund, that is Vishnu. A rosary of Brahmins cannot be made now because changes continue to take place. There cannot be like fixed positions for Brahmins right now because today we could have like the best stage. Tomorrow, Maya would punch us and then we go down. So Baba says a rosary of Brahmins cannot be created. It will be finalized when the rosary of Rudra is created. There will be a rosary of Brahmins, but that cannot be created yet. In fact, all are children of Prajapita Brahma. There is a rosary of the children of Shiv Baba and also a rosary of Vishnu. You become Brahmins, and so no rosary is needed for Shiv and one for Brahma. All of his knowledge remains in your intellects, number wise. Everyone listens to this, but it goes out of the ears of some at that very moment. They simply do not hear. Some do not even study. They do not know that God has come to teach them. They do not study at all. You should study this study with so much happiness. Acha, to you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharna. You have to recharge your batteries, that is, your soul, by remaining on the pilgrimage of remembrance until you become Satopradhan, till the battery is full. Sometimes, we disconnect our batteries when it's 80% or 90%, and we feel, oh, it's almost full. But the rate at which it goes down is much faster than when it is 100% charged and then it goes down. It's a little less slower. So Baba says, recharge your batteries full, recharge the soul fully to become Satopradhan. You must not become careless, through which your battery would become discharged. In order to become a specially loved child, you must love the home as well as the father. You must become intoxicated with this knowledge and yoga. You have to explain to your brothers whatever the father explains to you. Become intoxicated with this knowledge. Today's blessing. May you become free from any karmic bondage. May you become free by any karmic bondage by making the one Father your world and remain attracted to that one. May you become free from any karmic bondage by making the one Father your world and remain attracted to that one. Constantly stay in the experience of belonging to the one Father and none other. Simply, one Baba is my world, and there is no other attraction, no karmic bondage. Let there be no bondage of your weak sanskars. Those who have some right of mine over anyone can have anger or arrogance, and that too is a karmic bondage. If I feel I have a right over you, when familiarity breeds, then I'll talk to you in whichever way, however way. Then I'll get irritated. Anger comes very easily. And that too is a karmic bondage. However, when Baba is your world, when you have this awareness, then all mine becomes merged in my Baba. And you easily become free from karmic bondages. So when Baba says that forget this old world, forget your relationships and remember me alone, what do I have to do? Should I break that first and then connect, or should I connect to Baba and this will automatically take care of itself? So connect to Baba first. Make Baba my world first. And then all the limited things that are going on in my world will automatically be taken care. So that's why Baba says, experience me in all relationships. Make me your world. Belong to me only. And I will take care of all your karmic accounts, all the other karmic bondages. But what happens is our intellect plays games with us. So the mind plays games with us. The mind starts questioning, or because we have, experienced these limited relationships for 63 births, and inside we know that we experienced happiness also from these relationships, and we experienced sorrow also from these limited relationships. And we are so used to living like this that we are not ready to experience what God is offering me. We are not ready to make Baba my world so that I only experience happiness. When Baba is my world, all the sorrow that I am experiencing from these limited relationships of this world will all finish. It will not feel like a bondage anymore. The relationships will become really sweet because there's no mine anymore, because mine is only one Baba. So it's not like my child, my husband, my daughter, my father, no, there's no mine. So there's freedom. There's freedom inside. There's no bondage of that relationship. So we understand that, okay, if this is my child, I have the responsibility. I'll take care of the child, but there's no attachment, there's no bondage that I'm creating of mine. So making only one Baba mine. Slogan: a great soul is one who has an unlimited attitude and vision. A great soul is one who has an unlimited attitude and vision. Again, how can I have an unlimited attitude and vision? It's when I'm operating from soul consciousness. If I'm operating from body consciousness, this world limited things, then my attitude will also be limited. But if I'm operating from soul consciousness, then of course, the entire world is my family. My attitude becomes unlimited. My vision becomes unlimited. Sure? Om Shanti. So, today's practice is about the drama, how we souls play our parts in this drama. I, the soul, the sparkling star, have played my part, continue to play my part in this unlimited drama. Today I'm in this body, tomorrow I'll be in another body. My parts change. The drama moves slowly and slowly. We continue to play our parts. So why Baba gives us this knowledge of drama? Why do we need to understand this knowledge of drama? Is because when I understand this knowledge of drama, I understand each one of us is an actor playing our part. So I start respecting other souls as actors. They are playing their individual part in this drama. It's their part. It's a script for them. So I stop judging them because I know it's their part. They're playing their part. So there's more acceptance. So that's why the knowledge of drama. And then what else? Knowledge of drama helps me to understand that this journey just continues. It's not like death is end of the world. No, the soul continues the journey. Through this drama, we also understand that there are karmic accounts. When I, the soul, play a part using this body as my costume on this drama stage of the world, and when I interact with people, based on how I interact with them, based on the consciousness with which I interact with them, I create karmic accounts. So I continue to play my part in this drama till my karmic account is settled. Till I take care of all my karmic accounts. And then Baba gives us the method. That the method to settle these karmic bondages is by making me your world. Is by only remembering me, God. Is by only remembering Baba, the highest source of energy. Baba explained so beautifully today that we all are batteries. And when the batteries continue to be used, it gets discharged. We are all rechargeable batteries, not the ones that you just throw away, but we are all rechargeable batteries. And when the batteries are used, get discharged. So everyone in the world now is like a discharged battery, pretty much discharged, just operating from like 1%, 2%. And that's why you see that people get irritated so easily. No impatience. You tell them something and you'll just, right, impatient or just scared or just irritated, anxiety. It's so common because they're operating from only that 1% left battery charge. So God, the supreme battery, the supreme powerhouse, is saying, recharge yourself. Remember me, connect to me, and recharge yourself. But make sure you recharge yourself fully. Sometimes we recharge up to like 40, 50%, and then we take a break, long time break. But the rate, and you can check this, the rate at which the discharge happens from 100% versus 50%. The 50% will discharge faster. 100% will take time to discharge. And that's why Souls who come in the beginning of the drama cycle discharge much slower. It takes them 5,000 years to discharge. But souls who enter this drama cycle in the middle, or say only about 2,000 years ago, they are discharging at a faster rate because all our destination, right? We have to complete the whole cycle. So everyone, whether we come in the beginning or in the middle, we all have to reach this point, the end. So these souls who came in the middle, they are actually you're covering a shorter time. In shorter time, they are discharging. So faster rate of discharge. Whereas we souls, because we came in the beginning, takes us 5,000 years to discharge. So Baba says that recharge yourself fully. Don't leave halfway. Because if we leave our charging in halfway, then Maya very easily just pulls us. So very, very wonderful, Murli. Lot of practice points and self-respect from today's Murli. I'm a living star. I'm a living battery. I'm connected. I'm God's child. God is my companion. I belong to only one. I belong to only one, Baba, no one else. So let's take a moment to remember Baba. So today I remind myself that I am a living star on this earth. I'm a star of hope. I'm a star of love. Having played my part throughout the cycle, there's dust accumulated over me. I've got discharged. So let me connect to Baba, my sweet father, in my sweet home. On the screen of your mind, visualize the unlimited home, the land of silence, the land of liberation. And in this home, I meet my Supreme Father. God's light pulls me. I experience unlimited love, the love that I was seeking has found me. I recharge myself. God's love. And I remind myself that I only belong. I belong to only the one. I play my part. I have many relationships in this world, but my heart belongs to the one. I belong to the one. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So remind yourself today, I belong to the one, right? Om Shanti. Have a great day with Baba. Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om